I've long thought that cities are hiding their true crime statistics, and it seems here that a lawsuit by a white police commander here in D.C. kind of exposes how the game is played here. Take a listen.
For allegedly making changes to crime statistics in his district. Tonight, the police department confirms Michael Pulan was placed on paid administrative leave in mid-May, a move that came just a week after Pulan filed an equal opportunity complaint against an assistant chief. And the police union accused the department of deliberately falsifying crime data. News 4's Paul Wagner has the story tonight.
Well, hi there. The D.C. Police Union is putting its allegations on the record tonight, claiming police supervisors in the department are manipulating crime data to make it appear violent crime has fallen considerably when compared to last year. As of today, according to the D.C. Police website, crime is down 25%, a decrease the chairman of the police union calls preposterous. The union's allegations come as the former commander of the 3rd District stands accused of doing what the union says is being done day in and day out. That's Michael Pulan standing with the chief of police at a recent news conference. At the time, he was the commander of the 3rd District, which patrols the neighborhoods of Adams Morgan and Columbia Heights. In early May, 5 law enforcement sources familiar with the investigation tell News 4 Pulan was placed on administrative leave with pay and told he was under investigation for questionable changes to crime data, a move that came just about a week after he filed an EEOC complaint against Executive Assistant Chief of Police Andre Wright, according to 3 law enforcement sources familiar with the complaint. The reasons for that later in this story. News 4 reached out to Commander Pulan for comment. He denied the allegations against him and referred us to the public information officer. As for the union's allegations, Chairman Greg Pemberton laid it all on the table.
When our members respond to the scene of a felony offense where there is a victim reporting that a felony occurred, inevitably there will be a lieutenant or a captain that will show up on that scene and direct those members to take a report for a lesser offense. So instead of taking a report for a shooting or a stabbing or a carjacking, they will order that officer to take a report for a theft or an injured person to the hospital or a felony assault, which is not the same type of classification.
Greg Pepperon says the police department's command staff is focusing on 2 categories in order to get the numbers to fall. They are armed with a dangerous weapon, an injured person to the hospital.
When management officials are directing officers to take reports for felony assault, or if they're going back into police databases and changing offenses to felony assault is not a category of crime that's listed on the department's daily crime stats. It's also not something that's a requirement of the FBI's Uniform Crime Reporting Program. So by changing criminal offenses from, for example, ADW bat or ADW gun to felony assault, that would avoid both the MPD and the FBI from reporting that as a Part 1 or a felony offense.
Pemberton says the union has been gathering evidence for some time now by looking at reports and talking with officers all over the city.
What we've heard through our members and through members of management that are willing to talk with the union is that this is a directive from the command staff, is that they want to make sure that these classifications of these reports are adjusted over time to make sure that the overall crime stats stay down.
And so there's kind of inside view there of how the cities are reporting lowering crime statistics when all around you it doesn't feel like the crime is decreasing.
As of last Monday, when we spoke with Pemberton, D.C. crime data shows violent crime was down 28%. Today, the department's website says violent crime is down 25% when compared to the same time last year, and overall crime is down 8%.
That's preposterous. There's absolutely no way crime could be down 28%. Last year they suggested that it went down 34%.
And there's more to the story involving Commander Pulan. In April, his wife, Captain Rachel Pulan.
And here's where the story is really interesting, how they can punish police officers to keep them in line here.
Was transferred by Chief Pamela Smith from the Youth Division to midnights in the 7th District.
And the 7th District is southeast D.C., here in John Galt's neighborhood. That would be definitely a punishment there to put a lady who was working in the youth services division to midnights in the ghetto.
Subsequently, according to 3 sources familiar with the incident and the timing of it all, Executive Assistant Chief Andre Wright ordered Commander Pulliam to pack up his wife's belongings from Youth Division and move them on his own to his wife's new assignment in the 7th District. Sources familiar with the complaint say Commander Pulliam viewed the order as retaliation. 5 law enforcement sources tell News 4 about a week later, Commander Pulliam's police powers were revoked. Now, Chief Smith declined an on-camera interview, but tells News 4 she cannot comment on an ongoing investigation. And as for the claims made by the union, Chief Smith released this statement. It says, "The Metropolitan Police Department is committed to upholding the trust and the confidence of the public. Any irregularity in crime data brought to my attention will be addressed immediately. I do not condone any official reclassifying criminal offenses outside the guidelines set in the MPD policy. Any allegation of this behavior will be dealt with through our internal processes, which will ensure those members are held accountable. I have the utmost confidence in the command staff leadership currently in place across the Metropolitan Police Department." And one other note, we did reach out to Chief Andre Wright, and he declined to comment.
I'm not surprised he declined to comment. You know, I've long thought that the black officers.
Investigator Adam Walser, we previously reported how a woman who lives in this neighborhood was thrown in jail.
I've long thought that the black officers, more or less, the white officers, more or less serve as kind of a buffer. They're there for the white face and to put a good spin on the statistics, so no one can really point fingers at the black officers that are really in charge. And I think that's what you're seeing here. Once again, if you enjoyed this stream, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you share and subscribe. And I am John Galt. Thank you for watching here.